Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Fringe Season 1, Episode 18. The last one had that massive cliffhanger with Walter watching the old footage of him talking about Olive, which presumably is Olivia. So that realization of, oh, I've actually experimented on this woman that is now stood in front of me many moons ago. I want to know if he's going to admit to what his involvement is, or if he's going to pin everything on William Bell, or if he'll just show the footage. I don't know, but I'm excited. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get stuck in to a brand new reaction. Here we go.
Most gruesome murders in Boston's history. The media has been blocked from the immediate crime scene.
He seems unfazed by this murder.
Police have no clues in this bizarre murder that occurred here tonight.
That's all he needed to know. No clues.
Hello, beautiful.
Of course he's British, because he's evil.
Come on now, you're starting to go down that road again. Before you know it, you'll be all upset.
God.
Right now, I've got to go have dinner with these insufferable suits from Hong Kong.
I hope it won't be too awful.
You never can tell.
I already hate this guy. The guy's not even that hot. Why are all these women staring at him?
Before I came in here, I thought I was good looking.
You're not, mate. Holy Jesus, I didn't see that coming. So did she take the hunting knife off him and use it? What's going on? What's with the eyes? What was that noise? Holy hell. That is quite the sight there. I feel like I'm watching Grimm. They even mentioned Portland.
I already RSVP'd on the class sign-up.
No, that was for Neil's rock climbing party for Graham.
Graham. My dad was called Graham, and it always throws me when they say Graham.
Olivia's single? Oh, thanks, Olivia.
Olivia is single by choice. Clearly. I mean, look at her.
I'm sorry, I've just been called into work.
Oh, what kind of work do you do, Olivia?
Oh, they didn't even know what she did for a living.
So this matched the victim that Boston PD found 2 nights ago at the pier?
Maybe she's like a succubus. Different kind of show.
Shrimp must be deveined by putting a shallow cut down the back to expose the vein.
Oh my god, it's so gross. I've just eaten as well and I'm feeling sensitive.
You're awfully quiet on the car ride over here, and you just don't seem your normal chipper self at a bloody, gruesome crime scene.
God, he is beautiful.
It's just home stuff.
Well, I know from home stuff. I live with a guy inspecting a severed spine.
Oh, Olivia, he's in love with you, my girl. Open your eyes.
Jaw strength, well in excess of that of a normal human being.
Great, well, maybe we're looking for Dracula.
Finally, son, you are opening your mind to new possibilities.
The tweezers got me a bit there. I'm not usually this sensitive.
Bob Dunn's girlfriend said that he had a car, an Audi A4.
Of course he drove an Audi.
I hope things work out for your sister.
Oh.
I pay attention to Agent Dunham.
Okay. Okay.
When you finally meet a nice girl, I would avoid bringing her home for as long as possible.
Yep. Although, I would love Walter. And Olivia loves Walter.
So the killer has syphilis.
Seems so.
Great. He should have worn gloves.
Always wear gloves, Peter.
Luba Pharmaceuticals also procured a sample of a substance called RUD-390.
A chemical compound used in the construction of bioweapons.
You're saying this is ZFT?
CFT? What's that?
Nothing that you need to worry about. Shouldn't they be wearing... Oh my Jesus. Is that my first Fringe jump scare? I feel like they should be wearing masks. What if it's airborne?
Federal agents, you're under arrest.
How long have you been a follower of ZFT? We know about ZFT. What do you know?
I'd like to know more.
I know a lot about the things you want and more. And I'll answer your question.
You want some unity?
They have my wife. I want you to get her back.
She's the one that got dosed. His wife? Question mark.
This could be our chance to get to ZFT.
Go get her.
I'll get a team together.
She's good, isn't she?
Yes, ma'am.
Donna.
Greg wants full custody of Ella.
Not right now.
Greg is claiming that I am an unfit parent. I will run if I have to. I will take her and I will disappear. I swear to God.
Now, this is just one of those things that you're gonna look back on and you're gonna say, I beat that too.
She's gonna go home and Rachel ain't gonna be there. Or Ella.
I gotta go to a meeting.
A meeting. I love that she tries to play her work under to not panic her sister. It's very sweet.
They infected her. That was my punishment for trying to leave ZFT. It's she who's out there killing.
I got that right. Look at me go.
Are we both in? Okay, that's me.
Hi.
Hello.
Us in the park.
At least he knows what Valerie looks like. And none of these guys looking at her and going, something about her eyes. No, of course not. Because he ain't looking at her eyes. Like, how is she picking the men as well?
You are really warm.
Or is it just not as deep as that?
I'm sorry.
She had some teeth on her.
Peter said that you had something I should see.
We found this at Boone's house. You want to pay specific attention to the date.
Oh, I didn't even look at the date. Was it April? April something.
Look out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's
No, that's not it.
Oh, he's not in a wheelchair.
That video was taken 3 weeks ago. Can you explain to me why you're in a wheelchair today?
I began to feed her my own spinal fluid. Attributes that changed her.
For what purpose?
Yeah, why?
To show off.
To whom?
Other scientists.
So it's about pride? Like, it's to boast?
Answer for both of us is to let me make a cure. Now that you've recovered the dose samples, I can make it.
Get Walter in on it.
I think that having him help Walter is our best chance at saving lives.
Found Bob Dunn's missing car. It's completely stripped. Quarter panels, radio, everything.
If there's a car found stripped in the greater Boston area, I can guarantee you my man Mako has his big toe in it.
You have a friend who runs a chop shop?
Yeah. You make that sound so illegal.
Because it is. Same eyes as what the missus has got.
105 degrees.
Also running hot.
It's an honor to have your intellect in my lab.
That's high praise, because I know very well who you are.
Because he wrote the ZFT, question mark?
Olivia, I think I know why she came out here.
To dump the body. Body count is rising. You better get a wiggle on.
Hey, Peter, will you turn out the lights?
Seriously?
All right, Peter.
He just puts the cookie on his butt.
I ordered it on television.
It even made him laugh. It even made Peter laugh. They've all been the same club.
It's a place called the Cavern. The industrial area is...
Oh, the Cavern in Liverpool. Banging.
If you take her alive, I know I can save her.
I'll see what I can do.
The thing is, even if he saves her, isn't she just going to be locked in prison for the rest of her life anyway? For killing all these people? Good idea. Now, who is running extra hot?
If you lose more spinal fluid, it could cause a brain hemorrhage.
Another 25 milliliters should be safe.
We can't.
Well, we have no other choice.
Prep the table, Agent Farnsworth.
Astrid ain't happy.
Good news, Dr. Boone. They have her.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, they shouldn't have took the spinal fluid. Astrid was right.
You lied to me. Let me take too much spinal fluid.
How far would you go for someone you love?
I mean, he created a bloody time machine for someone he loved.
Where's the siren on this thing?
There. Is that what you wanted to try?
Boys and their toys. Well, she weren't out for that long, Olivia. Woo!
Peter, my track gun!
I think she liked you.
Okay, now what?
Now we wait.
Walter?
Oh, it's working because the light's fading.
Finland and perhaps a cup
He's
of coffee.
dead.
Walter?
Died for his wife.
He's gone.
I mean, he put her in this situation to begin with.
Dr. Boone asked me to give this to you personally.
What is it, Walter?
I knew it. I am on point today. I mean, I thought the message would be for his wife, actually, so I'm not that much on point. It was for Olivia.
I promised you answers. With any luck, you will use them to rectify some of my misdeeds. I was able to gather some names.
William Bell?
I suspect you've already heard of.
Oh, come off it. Why cut it there? Or is Nina going to be on this? Oh, who is going to be sat down?
Gunham.
Hey.
It's not Boreals, though.
Nicholas Boone talked. He told us everything he knew about CFT.
She's just filling him in.
According to Boone, the man who's funding
William Bell?
CFT is William Bell.
I knew it. I knew it. So do we get to finally meet Mr. William Bell? Or Belly, as Walter likes to call it. Oh, it's so good. I love the show. So there we have it. Another episode down. Another absolute banger of an episode. So this will be my first of my double uploads over on Patreon. So I hope you guys enjoy it over there. Right, so let's dive in to the breakdown of this one. One thing that I do want to point out is that scene between Walter and Boone, whatever his first name was, the scientist. I think that was really important for Walter's character. And what I mean by that is that obviously we know that Walter has made some very large mistakes in his past. And the Walter that we now know seems to be wanting to rectify those wrongs. He seems a lot more in tune with his sympathy and empathy for those that he's hurt and harmed. He seems a lot more in tune with Peter, his family, his friends, those that are around him. And him mentioning that he fell far, I mean, I disagree with that to some extent, because yes, on paper it may seem like he's gone from, you know, the top scientist to just working in a 25-year-old lab. But to me, he's using his intellect to save lives, whereas prior, he was using his intellect to, you know, push the boundaries of what the world is capable of. And a lot of those things were to create really bad things just because, you know, in intrigue. I want to know if science can be pushed and what wild things we can create. Whereas now he's more under the umbrella of science is amazing, but I also think that in the world we need limits, and he's more so there to control the things that have gotten out of hand. Yeah, to him he might have fell far, but to me I think he's only just growing, especially as a person and as a father. I just love the guy, I really do, and he's struggling more so than anyone else because of his mind and the way that his mind works. I think he's in control now, more in control now than he's ever been, and that's a credit to him for fighting that and realizing like who he wants to be. That and Peter. I think Peter has a very good influence on Walter, and obviously because Walter was trapped for so long, he's had a lot of time with his thoughts, a lot of time to think about what he truly wants out of life. And because so much has been taken away from him, I think he's more so realized the important things and what he wants to hold on to. Okay, that got a bit deep there. But another thing I want to talk about is Olivia and her sister. I'm learning more about Olivia after every episode, and in this one, her playing down her job role was a big one for me. You can see that she's very protective of her family, and she doesn't want them to worry. But also, she's not a boaster. She doesn't boast about all of her achievements, and she doesn't think too highly of herself. She's very grounded, and I love that about her. The moments with her and Peter, again, I know I always bang on about it, but they're so subtle, and I just love them so much. You could see that Peter is so in tune with Olivia. The second Olivia feels like she's acting just even minutely different to how she usually is, he's on it straight away. He's like, are you okay? You know you can talk to me, right? He's like always there, and I love that about him. Olivia's very dismissive of it. She just plays it down all the time. Again, it's like she just doesn't want people to worry about her. She helps other people so much, I think it's only fair that she accepts the help that's around her. But who am I to tell her what to do? Astrid as well in this one had that big moment where she's like, look, Walter, we can't do this, you know that. And he looks and says, well, he said 25 mil, let's go ahead. He's not gonna die off that. Obviously he lied to him. And there's a bit of me that's thinking Walter knew he was lying, but he also knew that his wife, she needed to be contained. She needed to be under control. Like, this threat needs to be contained. And I think that's that moral ground with Walter again kicking in. Astrid's like, nope, there's got to be another way. Walter's like, yes, but we're on a time frame here, and he said it's okay. He put us in this situation to begin with. Let's just do it. Yeah, I think he did know, to be honest. He couldn't confirm until obviously he had that stroke, but I think he had an idea that he was lying from the get-go. But again, it's the things you do for your loved ones, and to help right your wrongs, I guess. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't talk about Walter's past with Olive in this one. I would have loved a continuation there. Having said that, when watching the episode, I didn't even think twice about it. But after the episode's ended, I'm like, oh yeah, we should have probably just touched upon that. But I guess it's going to be a bigger build than what I initially thought as well. I'm not sure how many episodes are within season 1. I don't want to check either, just to avoid spoilers and stuff. My guess is there's going to be 22. Usually it's 21, 22 episodes, isn't it? So we're getting towards the end of season 1. So something big's going to happen. And the big thing that they dropped in this one was William Bell, yet again. We have heard this name so much throughout the show so far. Obviously, you watching this know exactly who William Bell is and what's happened or whatever. But to me, he's just a name that keeps popping up. Yes, he owns Massive Dynamic, and he used to be friends with Walter, and that's pretty much it. But now we know that he is like funding the ZFT and the experiments that are going on there. So he is putting his money in ZFT, and all of these disasters are happening because of him. Well, the whole operation, but he's a big part in that. So yeah, I guess I need to know who William Bell is, what he looks like, where he's been, everything. Why he's left everything to Nina to run as well. I was worried that she was going to go into this meeting at the end and it was going to be Nina sat there, and she's like, I know it's you doing the ZFT, but it wasn't. It was William Bell. But I wonder if she knows about it. You know, I've got so many questions, but I love this. Hopefully Rachel's going to be okay. Hopefully Broyles, now that he knows that William Bell is behind ZFT, he can talk to Nina, he can pull some strings maybe, find out a bit more information there, but he's got to step carefully because, I mean, we saw what, is it Vivian Boone? We saw what she was capable of, and so many more things that ZFT has done. Yeah, he doesn't want to rock the boat too much, and then they doing a massive outbreak of whatever, just because they can, apparently. I don't know, it's definitely heating up, and it gets me excited, so I hope you guys are enjoying the reactions, and my joy is coming across in them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the reaction, give it a like, lets me know that you did. Maybe subscribe if you could be so kind, but as always, there's no pressure here. I would just love to have you. A massive shout out to all of my members, and a special one to my sponsors, as always, in the Market Chain tier, keeping the content alive. Thank you so much for all that you do. And yeah, I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thanks so much. Goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen Michael. Michael says, I gotta tell you, it seems like the one you talked about between Olivia and Peter, where they are just sitting around talking, bouncing ideas and theories off of each other, that made me such a shipper for them back in the day. Oh, I had it bad for Peter and Olivia, like you do, Dak. Yes, I do. I ship them so hard. See, those scenes make them so much more believable as a real couple. You can see the relationship being built brick by brick in scenes like that one. They like each other, they enjoy each other's company, they trust each other, and they actually listen to each other. All things we don't always see in shows trying to make you root for a couple. Their give and take in that scene is priceless, not to mention Joshua and Anna have chemistry together. I love that scene. I always look forward to watching it again every time I watch this episode. And yes, it's so true. I mean, this was from my 211 reaction. It's like you say, the subtle moments that we don't usually get to enjoy in shows because they're all like on the go and it's always fast paced, bam, bam, bam. Whereas this one, it's that slow build that I just absolutely adore. And come on, like every time Peter and Olivia are in scenes together, he's all like heart eyes and she's like coyly laughing, but obviously staying on track with the job and the mission. But it's just nice, like this one in this episode in 118, where they're in the car and he's like turning the siren on and just being an absolute kid and loving life, and she finds it cute, she finds it endearing, and it's just a nice little moment. Obviously interrupted by him having to trank Vivian in the backseat, but still, it's just, you can see that he's so in tune with her, and you can see that she appreciates the attention that he gives and just his company. I think it's nice. They complement each other really well, and it's as if they've been friends forever, even though they've only just met really within this season. It's not like they have a long history together or anything, yet it feels that way. It feels like such a solid bond. I love it so much. I ship it so hard and I cannot wait. Please tell me, actually don't tell me, but I really hope that Olivia and Peter actually become a thing. It would just make me really happy. But yeah, thank you so much, Michael, for watching. And don't forget, guys, if you'd like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. Until next time, goodbye for now.